get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition. So the Houston starting five. Van Vliet runs a show with Thompson to his side. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Durant in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, down low it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Kuminga in at the three, the small forward. And for both of these teams, this is their fourth and final game of group play.
Yeah, and both have done what they needed to do in order to remain in contention for the NBA Cup. But only one side can emerge victorious tonight.
That was all he needed to find the hoop. I mean, expert play call that time by Van Vliet.
Kuminga, the pass to MP. The ball's knocked loose. Thompson with a steal. Pass to Eason. Sengun against Green. Sengun with it. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Smart move by Sengun, sticking with his shot through the foul inside.
And you watch Alperen Sengun. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score. A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball four.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And out of bounds, Houston will have it. And now let's see how teams compare in the early going with a look at the power rankings. Taking a look at Houston, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they're definitely one of the league's pleasant surprises. Top 5 in the rankings. They found lightning in a bottle, and they're pouring it on.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Curry finds MP. Now Green, defended by Sengun. Here's Curry, and he buries his first look.
And the shooting mechanics of Curry, they are as pure as anybody who's ever played. He's such a dangerous shooter and scorer.
Durant, yes, it's good. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Let's go to the leaderboard and see which teams have been leading in assists this season. The Warriors, number 1.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
That's good from Curry on the assist by MP.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Sengun. It's Thompson, high post. And there's a 3-second violation. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Warriors, still early, but they have the 3rd best record in the conference. And, of course, Houston, a couple spots down.
I think for Houston, they're not in any danger of a slow start. In position right now to challenge for a top seed this season.
They've eliminated that possibility in my eyes. I mean, they've come together quickly, and I think they're going to be right in the playoff mix all season.
3 on the clock, and he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Butler against Eason. Pass to Sengun. Outside Durant. And here's Van Vliet. Launches it. It's rebounded by Shing. To the middle. Here's Green. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Shing's got 3 assists now in this one. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Durant. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Kuminga. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. Not going to get a much better look than that.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 3. Pass to Thompson to halt the run. And he lays it up and in.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
MP outside. Back to Curry. Here's Shing. Now here's Kuminga. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. Thompson pulls it in. Van Vliet outside. The floater, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred Van Vliet ready for it.
Curry finds MP. Back to Curry. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 8.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And it's Thompson penetrating. The kick to Durant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. And that's now 7 points for Durant. The Warriors trailing. Curry passes to MP. Out to the wing. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Already with his second foul, the coach has a decision to make here.
And the Warriors make some changes. Post comes in for Draymond Green. And Podziemski subbed in for Stephen Curry. And then for Houston, Clint Capella comes in for Alperen Şengün. And it's Smith in for Durant. Shot's good by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Pass to post. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Thompson, no good. The Warriors have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Here's Shing, guarded by Van Vliet. Pass to post. Outside Kuminga. Here's Shing. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Kuminga's shot is off. Houston in the lead. Hields checked in for Kuminga. And a change for the Rockets. Okogie's checked in for Eason. Smith outside. On the wing, Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. Looking now at some numbers for Stephen Curry.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside for Butler. And here's MP, guarded by Van Vliet. Down low. Here's Podziemski. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Shing's got assist number 7 tonight. For Houston, they've got 8 of 13 attempts to go. And here's Thompson. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Rebounded by Hield.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
To the inside, and it's Butler with the jam.
Throwing it down in style. Butler playing with a lot of force.
Here's Van Vliet. Off with the layup. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And it's Butler with the jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Timeout called, the Rockets. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
And last
The Warriors have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5. MP is out there with Brandon Podziemski, and it's Hield in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Golden State. MP, the pass to Green. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
Really good touch from Green right there, making the floater look real easy.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by MP. Pass to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Van Vliet with it. Kuminga defends. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
They grab their own miss.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
MP, the pass to Hield. Eason with a steal. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Capella. Shot clock at 5. Thompson, that's good. Thompson's got 8.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. All right, Shams, appreciate the report.
And still one of the nastiest defenders in this league. Green protecting the house.
MP, the pass to Green. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
I just love the ball movement.
Van Vliet outside. It doesn't go for him.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
MP finds Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Okogie's checked in for the Rockets. Oh, Green with a block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves denying shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe. And, you know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Thompson against MP. Back to Hield. Let's go with a three. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Eason. The Warriors pull it in.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
To the paint. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Yeah, and Green is having a solid night offensively. I'm sure the benches really enjoy seeing him light it up.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Pass to Podziemski. Over to the wing. Here's Kuminga. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, remember, this is game 4 of group play in the Cup, Grant. The winner in each of the 6 groups will advance into the 8-team knockout rounds.
And they'll be joined by a wild card team in each conference. The second place team with...
And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, one guy who's getting it done is Draymond Green.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Alperen Sengun out there with Tari Eason. And it's Van Vliet in at point guard. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Guys?
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Back to Curry. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Houston. Eason's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Another one from Thompson. They just can't match his athleticism.
Curry finds MP inside from 7 feet. No good. A bit long that time.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble. Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Curry passes to MP. Back to Curry. Another possession, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Pass to Sengun. Houston working the ball around. Here's Eason. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Warriors lead by 7. Here's Green. And no good, but close on that one. So he'll shoot 2 now. That one on Sengun.
There's always a spot for a guy like Draymond Green on your side. An incredible defender. He's unselfish offensively and a highly skilled passer.
Good on the second one.
Yeah, in terms of winners in NBA history, few have the resume of Draymond Green.
Durant against Kuminga. On the wing, Thompson. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 5 rebounds in the game. MP with it, and it's Sengun picking him up. MP, the pass to Butler. Eason with a steal. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Down low. Here's Sengun. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Şengün's got 7.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And we have a second to check out who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. Stephen Curry is second.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points.
Şengün with a steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Thompson gets it to go. He's got 18.
They keep cashing in when they have the room to run.
Curry passes to MP. Back to Curry. Curry at the rim.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Here's Van Vliet, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. You know, Fred Van Vliet is one of the most decorated, undrafted players in NBA history, Clark.
Yeah, he really has set himself apart in that regard. One of just 5 undrafted players to ever be named an All-Star. And he's a champion to boot. He was the first undrafted player to receive a max contract. Fred Van Vliet bet on himself and won big.
And Houston making a change here. Capella's checked in.
An NBA champion and All-Star. Fred Van Vliet's a guy every team wants because he's fun to play with and he plays the game the right way and with passion.
Butler against Van Vliet. The shot no good. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Pass to Green. The second effort. Oh, Green flex it on him with the strong finish.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Durant. Now here's Capella. Now Şengün. Green covering. 6 to shoot. And here's Thompson for 3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter. Curry passes to MP. Here's Kuminga. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
To the left side wing. Capella against Butler. Pass to Durant. Here comes Durant, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Man, great tenacity from Durant there. I mean, he makes it so difficult to guard him without fouling.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
First free throw is good. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Timeout called, the Warriors. And it's exceptional the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose. First in assists, first in shooting percentage. And let's address the elephant in the room. Teams cannot handle them from range. I'm trying to think of a more dangerous group of shooters, and I can't.
And we've talked about the beautiful game before. When you think of that term, great ball movement, team chemistry, they both come to mind. And these guys exemplify both to a T with how many assists they rack up. Pass to Butler. MP looking it over. From outside the arc, yet another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Thompson passes to Van Vliet. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Post is checked in for the Warriors.
And Curry's really a master at drawing contact. The defense has to be careful when defending him.
And so he makes both from the line. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Because he's so sharp, Van Vliet can be a very tough guy to defend.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Warriors lead by 7. Curry finds MP. Back to Curry. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Curry's got 25 points.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Van Vliet misses.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Rockets trail by 9. Here's Durant. Durant earning those 2 points.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
The teardrop and another dime for him. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Houston. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip.
Durant with tremendous touch. He's just a natural scorer.
Pass to Post. And there it is for him. Post has got 7 points in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
MP outside. Pass to Kuminga. Puts up a 3. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. And here's Capella. Şengün in the post. Butler covering. The shot's good. Şengün's got 4 points this quarter.
You see right there, kind of the quiet strength that Şengün has. I mean, he's got balance, but his size and strength really an asset for him.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man, Clark.
Well, that's a pretty...
Here's Hield. Pass to Şeng. Back to Hield. MP, the pass to Hield. Now here's MP. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. Eason with the ball. And it's Hield picking him up. Hield and Butler holding down the forward spots. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. And it's Green in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the Warriors 5.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
Butler finds MP. Here's Curry. Shot clock at 6. MP, the pass to Hield. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Warriors lead by 7.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And the Rockets making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Thompson against MP. The kick out. Curry. Hield on the wing. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Here's Van Vliet. Banked it in off the glass.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Back to Curry. Pass to Shing. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. MP, the pass to Green. Shoots over Şengün. And it's Green missing.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And here's Şengün. Here's Eason. Off target from outside.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Hey, you got it like that aggressiveness of Butler. I mean, slicing inside and finishing with the dunk. Come on now. That's well done.
Timeout called. Houston.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
And that one falls for Curry. And so Curry nails both of them. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize a team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Green, the pass to MP. Back to Green. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Nice work that time by Draymond to draw the foul while in the act of shooting there.
Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. And he sinks the second.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Van Vliet outside. Eason against Hield. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Back to Curry. Şengün with a steal. Here we go. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Eason. Eason's got 4 assists in the game.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
MP, the pass to Curry. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
Here's Van Vliet. Chalk up 2 there. Van Vliet's got 4 points in the quarter.
Using the dribble to get free for a hoop. Fred Van Vliet. That's nasty.
Thompson against MP. Hield from outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
A big night for Butler. We've seen him as the guy on a finals team, and Jimmy can definitely carry your offense.
Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
MP against Thompson. MP, the pass to Curry. Clock at 6. Back to MP. On the wing, Curry. The 3-pointer off the mark.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
Van Vliet against Curry. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You got to love Van Vliet's fearlessness, and I think that's why his teammates look up to him as a leader.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Durant's checked in, so he gets them both. And it's the Warriors with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And they're deep into this homestand. That'll be game 4 out of 5. And again, another assist.
And the passing display just doesn't end. Tally up another assist for him.
Well, that one will put him tied for 3rd in the all-time assist list. One of the best games I've ever seen.
Great work by Van Vliet. So good at carving out space on the interior.
Butler finds Kuminga. Now here's Curry, guarded by Van Vliet. Curry passes to MP. To the inside. Here's Green. Yet another assist.
He continues to create and engineer good looks for his teammates.
And that last pass tied him for 2nd all time for most assists in a game.
Thompson with the bounce, rising up for the jam.
The Warriors lead by 13. Curry passes to MP. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Green. Deflected.
Sengun playing big. That's what we call protecting the rim, folks.
Tries yet again. And it's Green missing. Rockets trail by 13. Van Vliet on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Durant looking around. Thompson outside. That three's off the mark. The Warriors shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. And another dime for him.
And he has passed his way into the history books. That assist putting him even all time for the top spot.
Easily one of the best passing performances we've seen. And it's Van Vliet off the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Van Vliet's got 14 points here in the second half.
Marvelous job that time by Van Vliet to fend off the defense. Superb.
Another possession, another assist.
There it is. Move over, everyone. There is a new assist king.
Oh, he's been magnificent all game with his playmaking. And now the record is his alone.
And his incredible performance passing the ball, attracting cheers from the crowd.
Oh, he's given them a game to remember, and they're showing their appreciation.
And, guys, he's passing with a purpose and passion out there. I mean, actively looking to set his guys up. And because of that, he's generated a bunch of assists so far.
A minute 39 left in the game. MP against Thompson. Durant, pass to Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Post is checked in for Draymond Green. And Grant, the NBA has made it clear it's an 82-game league with its participation policy levying fines for teams resting star players.
Yeah, B.A. But, at the same time, we've seen some, advocating for reducing the number of games, like Warriors coach Steve Kerr. They're arguing for quality over quantity. We'll see how it plays out. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Warriors.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Draymond Green.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The three, It's rebounded by Shing. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Kuminga. MP with it. He's picked up by Eason. MP, the pass to Kuminga. Here's Shing. Thompson pulls it in. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.